Hello everyone, welcome to Arka Science, and today in this video I will be discussing the transit of Sun into the sign of Sagittarius. On 16th of December 2021, Sun has already entered the sign of Sagittarius as I am making this video. Few days back when it was in the sign of Scorpio, it was under the affliction of Ketu and that solar eclipse energy which happened on 4th of December 2021. And the most important part was the sign Scorpio, which is the sign of unpredictability, something which is not constant, insecurities, fear, ups and downs. So the energy of Sun was surrounded by this kind of fear and anxiety. But now the situation is completely different. Sun is our soul and Sagittarius is the sign of wisdom, higher spiritual knowledge, the light which we obtain from knowledge, the divine blessing, the divine light which clears any kind of obstacles from our path, the teachings which we learn, which we obtain, which we get from our guru, which shapes our personality, which can help us to reach the destination in this life. So the energy of Sun is now getting blessed by the blessings of divine powers and divinity. Sun is the significator of our soul, it is the significator of our Atma. The most important part here is that Sun is getting conjunct with Mercury. Mercury is our intelligence, logical and analytical intelligence. Both are getting conjunct. The soul and intelligence is getting conjunct in the sign which significates wisdom, higher spiritual knowledge. So now we can actually learn new things which can shape our personality for the better days to come. Sun is the ruler of the sign Leo, which is the original 5th house of natural zodiac. Sagittarius is the original 9th house of natural zodiac. Leo and Sagittarius both forms a part of Dharma Trikon. They both are Dharma houses. They both are the houses which deals with righteousness. Sagittarius is 5th from Leo. Now what is the 5th house energy? 5th house energy deals with our creativity. It deals with our Purva Punya. It deals with Dharma. It deals with intelligence. It deals with anything which can be taken from joy and pleasure. It shows our inclinations. So now the Lord of natural 5th house, which is Sun, has gone 5th from itself, which is the 9th house of natural zodiac, Sagittarius. So now it is deriving the joy and pleasure by learning new things of wisdom. The intelligence is working to fulfill its destination by learning higher spiritual knowledge. And who is assisting here? Mercury, the logical and analytical intelligence power. So now you are not only learning new things but also applying the things for the betterment of the society. Because here in the sign of Sagittarius, here we are not only learning things, we are also here to help the people out. It is also the house of preaching. We can help by our knowledge. We can help anyone out of wheresoever the sign Sagittarius deals in our horoscope, means depending upon our ascendant, wheresoever it falls, you will see that suddenly the knowledge or the things with respect to that particular house, the things are getting more and more clear to you. Like suppose Sagittarius is your 3rd house. Now Sun has entered the sign of Sagittarius in your 3rd house. So what will happen? Your valor, your courage, your bravery, your efforts and actions will be much more clear. You will know where to put your actions much more clearly. That too with your intelligence. And you will learn new things. You will not only keep the knowledge with you, but also will help with your knowledge the other peoples. Who are the peoples? It can be someone from your neighborhood, because 3rd house deals with immediate environment. It can be your neighborhood, it can be your friends, your siblings. Your communication will be very strong and very authoritative. So you will be talking about something which is very wise, very righteous and according to Dharma. So this kind of things can be expected with respect of this particular transit. So I will say it is one of the most needed transits which was actually required right after the solar eclipse energy. It is just like a renewal. It is just like the sun is rejuvenating its own solar power, the power of enlightenment. Since it is also the house of dharma and righteousness, learning new things, gaining new knowledge and optimism, sun is our vitality, sun is also our soul energy. So suddenly you will feel that from our soul we are getting that energy, that positive power. Even in the darkest of the nights, you will have that positive power within you. You can go through anything now and finally find your destination. You can look into the symbol of the sign Sagittarius. You will see that half man and half horse. It is always there to find its goal, always there to find its aim. Sun is the soul, so here the soul is seeking that final destination to get done its things which it requires to be done with the proper knowledge, with proper spiritual higher knowledge. It may happen that suddenly you can meet your guru, you can meet your preceptors to gain new knowledge, to clarify the things which was disturbing in your life from past few months. Those things will be cleared. Suddenly you will get the answers for the darkest of the secrets which was disturbing in your life. All things will be cleared now. So I will say that this is one of the very good transits. And let us talk about the ruler of the sign Sagittarius. Why not? When you are talking about dharma, why not Jupiter? The ruler of Sagittarius, the natural significator of 9th house, because Sagittarius is the natural 9th sign of the original natural zodiac. Jupiter is at present in the sign of Aquarius, which is the 11th house of natural zodiac, and guess what? Jupiter is looking into the sign of Leo. So now the solar power, the energy of sign, the sun, the energy of sun is all protected. Jupiter is looking into the sign of Leo, so it is protecting our creative self-expression, it is protecting our talents, and it is also providing some kind of wisdom. Directly or indirectly, we are getting that wisdom, but now we were in a dilemma how to use that wisdom, because last month it was in the sign of Scorpio. So we were unable to recognize our inner power, our inner self-expression, our creativity and intelligence. But now the best part here is that Jupiter is putting its divine wise bliss and blessings on the sign of Leo, which is the sign of creative self-expression, our inner inclinations, pleasure, joy and intelligence. Now sun is transiting in the sign of Sagittarius, the natural 9th house. It is also learning new things, higher spiritual knowledge, wisdom and wise words of our guru. It is now under complete clutch of dharma and righteousness, divine light. So you can say now it is the best time to express yourself creatively with the help of dharma, righteousness, wisdom and higher spiritual knowledge. Learn new things also. Chances are there that some travels can be there, because Sagittarius is the 9th house of the original natural zodiac. So it deals with long travels. So suddenly you may feel that in order to fulfill your that hunger for wisdom, for spiritual knowledge, you need to visit some places. So some travels are seen through this particular transit. I will not waste more time, because I will be discussing regarding what are the possible impacts which we can see through this transit of sun for all the 12 ascendant signs. Only one thing I will say more to it is that it will also improve our communication. The most important part here is that the Buddha Aditya Yoga, Mercury and Sun is getting conjunct closely, because Mercury will be combusted. Now it is creating that intellectual yoga, that is the Buddha Aditya Yoga. It actually, and that is forming in the sign of Sagittarius, the most beautiful part. It will not only help us sign our intelligence, but also learn new things, to memorize many things, grabs the true knowledge, the correct knowledge, and also preach it in front of the people. We will not only know it, we will also help the people in and around us through that knowledge. Now wheresoever the transit, this conjunction is happening in your horoscope, depending upon your ascendant, the results will be different. And that is the reason it will depend upon your horoscope to horoscope also. So anytime if you want a consultation from me, check the links in the description section. And suppose if you are having nice placements in the sign of Sagittarius, like suppose you are having Sagittarius moon sign, sun sign, ascendant, or many planets are sitting over the sign of Sagittarius, you will feel the impact more. Suddenly you will feel that so many things in your life are getting brightened. You will see a very clear approach. The obstacles will be removed from your path. A clear thing, a clear idea. The fog and clouds are removing now. We can see the bright sunshine. And as usual, if you are new to this channel, tap onto the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon so that every time I make a new video, you get notified instantly. So come, let us start for the various ascendants. What is it for the sun transiting in the sign of Sagittarius for each and every ascendant signs? For the Aries ascendant people, it is happening in the 9th house of Dharma itself. The most important part here is that Sun is your 5th lord coming into the 9th house of Sagittarius, 5th from itself. So now your inner inclinations will be to learn wisdom, righteousness, religious activities, any type of religious rituals, customs. You will be happily doing it. It may happen that suddenly you can get some chance to visit some religious place, religious discourses, whatsoever it is. You may get some chance to learn ancient scriptures, ancient knowledge, religious books, which can actually increase your wisdom, which can shape your personality for the longer days to come. And the most important part here is that conjunction with Mercury. So you will get that knowledge, that wisdom through your intelligence. You will be able to keep it for longer amount of time with the help of your memory. You can also start some new hobbies, like suppose you are thinking to start something new but you are in a dilemma when to do it. This is a very good time. Another part here is that your creative self-expression will be very good during this time, because it is under the influence of Jupiter, I will say, because it is in the sign of Jupiter, and Jupiter is looking into the sign of Leo, your 5th house. So your 5th house and 5th lord are in a very good dignity, good for your creative self-expression, good for your communication and speech also. It is with Mercury and looking into the 3rd house of communication. So I will say it's a wonderful transit for you. For the Taurus ascendant people, this transit will be happening in your 8th house. So here your bright light is actually falling in the 8th house of fear, anxiety and insecurity. So you will now get a very clear idea how to work on your anxieties, how to work on your fear, and how to remove your insecurities, what needs to be done, what kind of wisdom and knowledge to be gained in order to make sure that those insecurities never ever comes in your life again. So you will not only learn about new things, you will also work on your own personality to learn the deeper aspects of your life, because you see, fear is already within us, but we can fight it within us itself. The power, the bravery, also the fear is here, means we can see that it is within us, but we can fight it out through that bright sunshine, through that bright knowledge and light from the sign of Sagittarius with the intelligence of Mercury. So now you will get a very good opportunity to remove all those kinds of insecurities from your life. Not only that, you will also get a very good chance to learn new things with respect to occult and spirituality, because 8th house is one of the strongest house of spiritual knowledge. So suppose if you want to learn something which can shape your life, like suppose occult, astrology, or suppose if you want to focus more on research, something which requires concentration, higher concentration. So now your soul energy is throwing that light over that. Now you are not under any kind of dilemma. In fact, now the dilemmas are getting removed. You are going to learn new things. Only one thing you need to be very careful is that Sun is your 4th lord for the Taurus ascendant people. 4th house is also the house of happiness and securities. You have to make sure that while performing your activities to learn new things, you need to make sure that you are also maintaining your happiness index at your home. Okay, you have to maintain that. Otherwise, I will say this transit is a very good one. Just use this transit to gain more and more profit out of it, to learn new things, to use this transit in a more positive way. For the Gemini ascendant people, this transit will be happening in your 7th house of marriage, partnerships, your business bindings and your contracts, legal bindings, any kind of things related to that. Here Sun is getting that positive energy in the sign of Sagittarius. Although it is said that the transit of Sun through the 7th house normally brings some kind of disputes, arguments, mental anxiety, okay, from the 7th house. But here the picture is quite different now. Our soul is getting that enlightenment in the 7th house of partnership, marriage. So suddenly it may happen that any kind of issues which you were facing in your married life before, now you will take an active participation to remove all those problems from your life. In fact, now you will try your best to bring that happiness quotient, to bring that wisdom which can help you out in your married life, in the life of your spouse, also in any kind of legal bindings which you are going through. Another thing here I will say you that Sun is a very hot and bright planet, and Sagittarius is itself a very fiery sign. So don't overdo anything, because since it's a very fiery sign and hot and bright planet Sun is, so it can lead to some kind of disputes and arguments. So don't overdo anything, just follow your wisdom and don't allow your ego to overtake you, because in a relationship there is no place for ego. We must give respect to the opinions of our partner also. So if it is required, if you require to take any kind of cooperation from your spouse, your wife or husband, your business partners, don't hesitate to take the cooperation from them. Don't let your ego to come in between that. Try to cooperate them, take necessary, if it is necessary, take cooperation from them also. I will say then in that particular case, this transit will be very good one. Not only that, Sun will be looking into your first house, so it will bright your first house. Budh Aditya Yoga happening in the 7th house, looking into the first house, that is Mercury and Sun both looking into the first house of Gemini. It will not only maintain your health, it will also give you proper wisdom and intelligence and knowledge, good personality. For the Cancer ascendant people, this particular transit is happening in your 6th house. So here it is making you very hardworking, very energetic in order to put down your goals in your life and achieve it. It will not only remove your enemies, it will not only remove your all kind of obstacles and opponents from your path, but also give you a very good health. Transit of Sun through the 6th house normally is very good for the health, because now even if you are suffering from any kind of problems, health related issues, those issues will be clarified now. This transit of Sun will be very good for your personal health. So if you cooperate also from your side, you will see that yes, this transit is benefiting you many folds. Not only that, this will actually help you to provide your service towards the people. Like suppose if you are working somewhere, you are working under someone, it will be very much good for you, because now you will be able to put your energy in a proper place. So it will be making you very much recognizable in front of your authorities and superiors. Your superiors will be recognizing you for your hard work and service oriented mentality. Okay, so that will bring success in your life. Not only that, I will say here one part. Suppose if any people is working under you, take care regarding their needs also, because don't forget, Sagittarius is also the house of wisdom, providing proper righteous knowledge, proper dharma. So here your dharma is becoming to provide the service. Like suppose some subordinates are there under you, then take care regarding their needs, their opinions also. Take care regarding how your relationships are with your co-workers. Okay, that will give you very good results with this transit. And don't forget, since it is getting conjunct with Mercury, so your intelligence will always be there. How to work through it, it will give you very good results. For the Leo ascendant people, it is happening in the 5th house of creative self-expression. Sun is the lord of the sign Leo, your Lagna lord transiting through the 5th house. What can be more better than this? So now you are actually applying your personality, your intelligence, in order to learn new things, in order to clarify your intelligence through righteous manner. That is the sign of Sagittarius is all about, wisdom, dharma. Your intelligence will bloom during this time. So suppose if you are a student, suppose if you are, even if you are a teacher, or if you are associated with anything which relates to education, which relates to learning, even if it is related to something where you can spread your knowledge, this particular transit will be very, very helpful to you. Whatever creative self-expression power you have, you can exercise those talents now. You are not only going to exercise that, you are also going to get lots and lots of gains through it, because both Sun and Mercury will be looking into the sign of your that 11th house of Gemini. Gemini is your 11th house, so it is the house of gains. So those aspects on the 11th house will have actually help you get gains through it. So your personality, your wisdom, your knowledge, using it with the intelligence of Mercury through your creative self-expression, learning new skills can give you lots and lots of gains. It can also help you, make you a much more famous in front of the larger picture, in front of the mass people, that mass media I will say. So more and more people will be knowing you from your whatever type of creative talents you have. I will say it's a very good transit. Make the most out of it. For the Virgo ascendant people, this transit is happening in your 4th house. Here you will be doing each and everything which can enable more and more happiness and security in your mental level, for your mental peace at your home, at your domestic front. Because here Sun is that soul energy, getting that clarified energy of dharma, that bright picture in your 4th house. So, and most important part here is that it is getting conjunct with Mercury. Mercury is your Lagna lord for the Virgo ascendant people. So now it is actually helping the intelligence, the soul and intelligence both are helping each other to make sure that you are installing proper things which can actually make yourself happy. Only one thing here I will say, since Sun is inherently very independent type of planet, because it is the king of the solar system, and king does not indulges with each and everything, correct? It is the soul, whole soul power, it is the independent power, it will not deal with each and everyone, correct? So here you may feel that how independently you can maintain the happiness at your home. So you will also indulge in many type of things which you will actually, I will say, you will actively participate in each and everything at your home. Suddenly you will have a very authoritative command at your home. So don't overdo anything, only make sure that you are maintaining the proper domestic happiness, and you will get that proper energy, you will get that proper insight. Just follow that, because since Sun is a very fiery energy and 4th house is the house of our that mental peace, so if you overdo anything, that can lead to mental anxiety also. Okay, so don't forget that, only just make sure that what are the things which you can do that can increase your happiness. Another thing, Sun and Mercury both will be aspecting your 10th house of profession, so that will bring good results with respect to your career and profession also. So suddenly you will feel that yes, means you can do those things which can improve your career, which can improve your profession related work, your name, fame with respect to your work environment, your superiors, your boss, your authorities will improve. For the Libra ascendant people, this transit is happening in the 3rd house, and what can be more better than this? Here this entry of Sun into the sign of Sagittarius will actually increase your efforts and actions with proper valor, bravery and courage in proper direction, because now your actions and efforts are quite brightened. The transit of Sun plus the divine light of that Sagittarius. So now you know where to put your effort, how much to put your effort. Not only that, you will learn new things regarding your hobbies, regarding your creative talents. Through this transit, you will be able to communicate with the people in and around you with that wisdom. You will be able to help people out. Now, what are those peoples? It can be anyone in and around you whom you can meet with in your daily life, that immediate environment. It can be your neighbors, it can be your siblings, your friends. Okay, so that can give you very good results. And not only that, people will be knowing you for your intellectual communicative abilities. You will suddenly feel that whatever work you are doing, it is getting success, because now you will not get tired. You will be constantly putting your efforts and actions whatever work you need to do. So I will say it's a very good time to start new work, to start new things which you were thinking to start but you were unable to. So now this is the time you can do it, because don't forget, this Sun and Mercury both will be looking into the 9th house. Mercury is also your 9th lord, so your luck and fortune will support you. This Buddhaditya yoga is forming in your 3rd house, so your intelligence and that soul power is helping you to achieve your goals. For the Scorpio ascendant people, this transit is happening in your 2nd house. So now your speech, how you are dealing with your family members will be very authoritative in nature. Suddenly you will feel that whatever you are saying, people in and around you, in your family also, they are listening to you, they are giving proper attention to you. Not only that, since it is the house of speech, whatever you will say with respect to dharma, with respect to righteousness. You will learn new things, because 2nd house is also one of the house of primary education. So suddenly you may learn new things. You can learn about your own culture, about your own family tradition. You will follow the proper morals. Why morals? Because it is the house of dharma, Sagittarius, and Sun is that soul with the intelligence power of Mercury. So you will follow the proper morals, you will follow the proper family tradition. You can be a trendsetter in your family. In your family, all people will follow you, that what you are doing, what you are saying. Suddenly you will get that importance in your life. Since Sun is a very hot and fiery planet, so make sure that whatever decisions you are taking with respect to finance, don't go for any kind of wasteful expenditures. Otherwise, you can use the energy of Mercury to make some, I will say, some kind of long-term investments that will give you very good results. Another part here is that since Sun is associated with ego and it is the 2nd house of speech, so make sure whatever you say with proper wisdom, because you see, Sagittarius is the house of wisdom. You will say with your wisdom, but it can go with your ego also. Control your ego and make sure whatever you are saying is completely correct and completely in proper order, because later on you may feel that, oh, I shouldn't have said it in that way. Maybe I have said the correct thing, but that has hurt the other people. Okay, so you can look into these things in a more positive manner. For the Sagittarius ascendant people, it is happening in your 1st house itself. So that means it is giving you more power with respect to your own personality. It is making you more confident, more independent. A very beautiful time for the self growth of your own personality, own personal development. Be it your own health, be it your own personality, be it your how you are expressing yourself, how you are dealing with the whole world, how you are representing yourself in front of the whole world, because 1st house is the lagna, that how people looks at you. suddenly people will see that this person is full of divine knowledge, unafflicted divine knowledge, because at present Sun has entered the sign of Sagittarius. It has come out of Scorpio in your first house, so now it will give you very good results. Yes, one thing can be there, that since Sun is a independent type of planet, it is directly looking into the 7th house of partnerships, marriage. So now it may happen that it can create some kind of issues with respect to partnerships or marriage, because Sun is the king. Sun does not like to negotiate. It is not the planet of negotiation, correct? It is that independent soul and whole identity, the king of the solar system. So you can use the energy in this way. You can learn new things. You can self present yourself in a more confident way in whatever work you do. Because don't forget, for the Sagittarius people, your Lagna Lord Jupiter will be transiting through the 3rd house of efforts and courage. So your personality is becoming very confident, and you are using your own Lagna Lord Jupiter, your own self, in courage and efforts. So it's a very good transit, I will say. For the Capricorn ascendant people, this transit is happening in your 12th house. Sun is your 8th lord. 8th lord going into the sign of Sagittarius in the 12th house. So suddenly it will help you to learn new occult and spiritual knowledge. Suppose if you wanted to learn new things with respect to occult science, spiritual research or spiritual way of living, but you are in a dilemma or you are thinking that when to do it, this is a very good time. You can start it now, especially with respect to Mercury, because Mercury is also getting conjunct with Sun. So you can use your logical power and intelligence power to learn new things. One thing I will say here is that since it is with Mercury, avoid any kind of miscommunications, only that part. Otherwise this transit will be a very good one. One more thing, it can happen that you can go to some faraway place, or you can take up a life of solitude or isolation in your own house also and learn new things. This will be a very good transit with respect to your spiritual and occult related knowledge. If you want to take it, it will be a very good one, especially if you want to research on your own subconscious personality away from the mainstream life. This is a very good time, because Sagittarius is such a sign which will always deliver the truth, and Sun is the soul. The soul wants the truth, so you will get the truth with respect to the subconscious mind, spiritual knowledge, spiritual growth, spiritual way of living. You can suddenly visit the places where the spiritual people can live. Okay, because 12th house is the house of ashram of the Guru, the place where monks live. So you can visit some faraway place to meet spiritual peoples. It will be a very good time, I will say. For the Aquarius ascendant people, this transit is happening in your 11th house. I will say it is a very good transit, because it will not only give you a very clear-cut approach with respect to righteousness, how to deal with large organizations. It may happen that you can suddenly get name, fame, means in between peoples who deals with large organizations. Suddenly you may feel that you are getting contacts with people who are at some high level. Okay, your network circles will be, means like it can happen that your network circles can have links with some people who can actually help you to get some proper gains in your life. Suppose if you are awaiting any kind of promotion, or you are awaiting any kind of hike of salary, or anything with respect to getting some good opportunities in your career and profession, this is a time where you can get it. Some recognition from your authorities, from your boss or from the government is expected during this transit. Okay, so I will say it's a very good one. And not only that, since it is getting conjunct with Mercury, so your speech and communication is also getting improved. Your vitality is getting improved, since it is the house of gains. So through your speech, through your intelligence, you can get lots and lots of gains due to the virtue of this transit. For the Pisces ascendant people, it is happening in your 10th house of career and profession. From last few months, when the transit of Jupiter was in the sign of Capricorn, Jupiter was getting debilitated, which was the 10th lord of Pisces ascendant people, something or the other was happening with respect to your job, profession, career. Now Sun is transiting through the 10th house of career and profession. Jupiter is out of debilitation. So these two dual effects will actually give you lots and lots of benefits with respect to your career and profession. So suppose if you are trying for some new job or profession, chances are there that you can get some good opportunities. Suddenly you may feel that your relationship with your authorities are getting much more cleared. You may get some kind of appreciations, you may get some kind of token of name, fame and reputation from your authorities, from your boss. You may be suddenly very energetic at your workplace. You may suddenly feel that yes, I can do this work with that positive mindset. So even if the work pressure is very high, you will be able to complete the work on time with your proper intelligence, because Sun is that decision making power. Mercury is that implementation of that decision, means how you are implementing it in your real life. Okay, so you will be able to use the energy of Mercury and Sun together at your workplace. I will say it's a very good transit for the Pisces ascendant people. So that's it for all the 12 ascendant signs. Hope you have liked this video. If you have really liked this video, press the like button and share it to your near and dear ones. Your comments are always welcome to me, and I'm signing off for today. Till then, when I come back again with another interesting video, take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye bye.